We all know that the look and feel of a website are important, but did you know that design can actually impact a site's performance and trust? In fact, 94% of users in a recent study expressed that bad design led to mistrust in the websites they visited. That's pretty significant. And while nobody sets out to design an ugly website on purpose, we sometimes struggle with designing websites that meet our clients' expectations or even our own. So when you design great looking websites, you're not just creating a site that's attractive, you're also improving its performance and its value. This could all lead to a faster sale, a happier client, and more money in your pocket. So when you're building websites for small businesses, I want you to follow these 7 tips to help you design better looking sites every time. First, start with a template. Many web designers feel compelled to start from scratch, but there's no shame in taking a shortcut. Website templates or themes are a great way to design professional websites without reinventing the wheel. Take SiteSwan's themes, for example. With over 300 different templates for just about any industry you can think of, you can be on the fast track to designing websites that look great in a matter of seconds. Each theme that we have can be customized with your own client's logo, colors, and images, so it's easy to make them look unique with just a few quick changes. Number 2, look for inspiration. While website themes and templates are super helpful, sometimes you're working with a client that's in a unique industry or that you can't find a theme for. So what do you do? A great idea is to look for inspiration. Research other companies and websites in that industry, and that can give you a good idea of what your client might be looking for. Even browsing sites like Pinterest and Dribbble can help you get your creative juices flowing. My next tip, number 3, is to choose high quality images. Nothing tarnishes a website's design faster than poor quality imagery. Blurry or pixelated photos that the client took with their cell phone are hard on the eyes. And amateur or do-it-yourself photos are often unprofessional. They have bad lighting or taken at the wrong angle. A good image on a website can make all the difference. You know the saying, picture is worth 1,000 words, so it's important to choose high-quality images for your website projects. Don't think you need to spend a fortune on stock photography either, okay? You can find great looking images on free sites like Pixabay or Unsplash. By the way, SiteSwan has integrations giving you access to over 5 million royalty free images you can use on all of your client sites. My next tip, number 4, is to pick colors wisely. Colors are an important element to a website's design. Choose the wrong ones and you can make a good site look horrendous really quick. But which colors are the worst offenders? Well, the problem normally isn't a single color. It's actually the combination of colors or how they're used that become hard on the eye. For example, red, blue, green, purple, brown, turquoise, all great colors by themselves. But if you use them all together at once, you'll end up with a website that will make you feel a little bit dizzy. So how you use colors is equally important. For example, dark text on a dark background, kind of difficult to read. Small red text can look like a warning or an error message. A good rule of thumb is to stick with a basic color scheme that matches the client logo. Oftentimes, when it comes to colors, less is more. Choosing 1 or 2 colors that align with their brand is often perfect. Next tip, number 5, is to use easy to read fonts. Similar to colors, choosing font not only affects the design of a website, but it can impact your site visitor's experience. You want to make sure that any fonts you choose are not only on brand, but they are also clean and legible. When it comes to primary content, you generally want to stick with a basic serif or sans serif font. Cursive or descriptive fonts tend to be more difficult to read, but that doesn't mean your sites need to look bland or boring. Some popular websites include these that I have listed right next to me, and I'm not going to try pronouncing these, so just screenshot this and save it for later. All right. Number 6, avoid distractions. There are so many things that can interfere with a visitor's experience on your website. Pop-ups, animated GIFs, videos that start automatically, music playing in the background. All this can affect the website's design and even its performance. Even a chat widget can become distracting for site visitors. When applying these features to your websites, use them sparingly and make sure that they don't interfere with the core functionality of your website, which, if we're talking about small business websites, is to make a great first impression, tell the world what you do, what makes you special, how to contact you, and of course, provide a call to action that lets visitors submit their information. The fewer distractions, the better. My last tip, number 7, is to add a personal touch. A great way to elevate your website designs is to add a personal touch that resonates directly with your clients. It can be as simple as including their tagline in their site, adding a photo of their storefront or company vehicles, or incorporating an element from their logo into the design. These small personalizations can have a big impact, not only on the look and feel of the site, but on your client's satisfaction. Small business owners are proud of their companies and love to showcase their success. Just be careful not to add anything that is irrelevant to their customers. For example, you may have a client that owns a plumbing business and the owner loves their cat. Well, they might ask you to use a photo of it on the main image of their homepage. You need to think to yourself, is this the right image for the client's target market? When someone's looking for a plumber, do they really want to see a picture of a cat? While it may be difficult to say no to a client, it's your responsibility to explain why that's not a good idea and how it can hurt their business and your reputation as a designer. So, look, if you want to design better looking websites, you got to understand that web design is part art and part science. There's a formula to what works and what doesn't. And while design itself is subjective, it's wise to stick to best practices. Applying these tips to your client's website can help improve not only the appearance, but their overall performance as well as client satisfaction. Good looking websites attract more visitors, keep them engaged, and it leads to more conversions. And after all, better looking websites attract better paying clients.